Yeah, it's fixing
There.
after like 1-2 seconds. Okay, you took the armor, so like the Sunfire
Yeah.
route. Now that meta has changed a bit on to the Dragon Souls, I would say, more like
Right.
and Warlords. I'm not picking the armor because I end up with dead starts sometimes. But
Right.
it's okay. But you can like focus on glove or rod, for example. So you have like no risk that you will end up with useless items because glove is like most universal one.
Okay.
Okay, this you took the brawler. You have the Sunfire compatibility, so it's okay. And you logged it.
Yeah, I decided to lock my shop because it was just a decent start. And then I ended up regretting it anyway because I think I sold Tom Kench, which is the whole reason that I bought it.
The locking is not that bad in these situations. In this situation, because for brawler is super good early. But
Yeah, I played the brawler. I played the brawler comp all the way out actually, so
yeah.
I didn't roll out of this one.
I'm not that big fan of 8 brawlers in the late game, but through the early game you can play it. But the thing here that might like cuck you is like you don't have Shyvana and you don't have even one item for Shyvana. I mean one item component like Hurricane.
Right.
It's super important because you don't have damage on brawlers. Of course you have bonus
Right.
AD, but Maokai has like half attack speed, Kench too. So you need something to do damage, and that's Shyvana. So if you don't have like even a half of item component, you just don't go for it. And here is always pre-level. That should have been a pro level, because you have Maokai, you have Kench, so you're looking for Vi, Shyvana, Nunu. And you can get them at level 4, that's bigger chance.
So you're saying I should have leveled on the second minion stage?
Yes. You should
right after? Okay.
So you would get a better shop. Not Nidalee, not Nasus. No, stuff like this doesn't interest us. Only like Maokai 2 would be good. Yeah, you didn't pro-level here, which is like kinda weird. Because you don't have like the strongest board to like win streak.
No.
I'm sure.
No, I definitely don't.
Yeah, because there's sure like better boards on this stage. But since we are like talking about that you need those higher brawlers, so that should have been a pro level for sure. Yeah, you take 8. Okay, Maokai 2. And fine. So with brawlers, you fall off in late game and like stage mostly like 4 and 5 when you don't have when you like plan to play them to the late game, to like it's like your final comp 8 brawlers. You need to save HP in early game, and that's why Shyvana is 4 with Hurricane most of the time. So of course you can like slam Sunfire and that won't be bad, but something with more damage is needed. Because you can't kill off like you can get to backline with Hurricane Shyvana. You can get to backline, which is super important because all of brawlers are just mid shield at the front lane. So yep.
Right.
You lose here.
Yeah, I think I lost here. I mean, I definitely lost here.
Yeah, Tristana gets. And you should have sold that Town Kench for 10 gold for sure. That was also a grief. Okay. Keepers. Actually, keepers aren't good. There would be Darius, and that would be better. Because it's somewhat of option of Slayers, but not that, like you're not focusing too much. You're just focusing on killing units. And you don't have damage. That's still your problem. You don't have damage. You could even like slam this Jeweled Gauntlet on Darius, because if you plan to play Set, Aurelion, or anything like that, it's a good item for them. So that should have definitely been Darius and Zed, just to kill EV units. You would probably like kill this Kalista with the Zed. Darius. Yep. And then you take like, instead of 6, you could have, oh okay, you killed that. Just to kill more units, because you're still on lose streak, so no reason not to. Okay, and you went... Okay, and that's something I don't understand, like, you went for Spat, but what was, like, your way of thinking of that?
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to get a Vanguard later with the Spatula, and it turned out that I didn't even need it, so this was absolutely a wasted pick, because I did regret it later.
Yeah, like, the Vanguard Spat was only, like, an option if you, like, plan to play Fabled, which is something that you need really good early game, and it's not like the S tier comp, even with like godlike early games. So yeah, that was, you needed Sunfire here. That was Sunfire 100%.
Yeah, I honestly, I regretted not taking it there.
Okay, and you half leveled. You should have like stayed at 20 here, just sell double Maokai, 20, make 20, and chill, make 5 lose streak. So that didn't make any sense. You didn't even pro level, you didn't even level, and you didn't make the economy, so that was a complete waste.
Okay. I see. It's better to have the income gold than the partial level.
Yeah, and like the keepers aren't like that bad, but in Brawlers, like 100 shield, 200 shield doesn't make like basically any difference.
Right.
It's still a defensive stat, which doesn't give you anything. So, yep. Okay. And that's like what I'm talking about, that you want to make an useful item as fast as possible. Like, and you have like 4 items that, of course you have Jolt Gauntlet, which should have been built. No wonder about that. Because if you are playing Brawlers, the only use for like glove is Hodge and Shyvana.
Right.
So you don't need that item too much. You can just make a Jolt Gauntlet and change your build later on.
Okay.
And lost here. Because of that loss, you got really bad economy. It's okay. Okay, and you got like Maokai. And here's like another mistake, because you were going for Maokai 3, but you weren't in like a spot where you could afford it. Because Maokai 3, he's not a chosen, he doesn't have items, you don't have still a Sunfire, he won't carry you in the late game, so that's just wasn't worth going for, to grief like 1 gold. It was just...
Right.
And that Kench earlier on. Okay, with those items you have like really good Aurelion items, so that should have crossed your mind.
Yeah, it did, but I don't like playing mages at all.
Yeah, well, that's bad, because mages are like the good thing about mages is that you can roll at 7, and that's really good. Because if your comp can roll at 7, because most of like forecast carry comps need to roll at 8, and when you roll at 7, it's mostly bottom 4. So that's the problem. And you don't scout, You scout now when people have brawlers. So you also had to like scout before you made that Hodge.
Okay.
To make decisions, because that Hodge it's an universal item, but not like it's not the best item for any comp, but it's just a good item for every comp. I would say like that.
Right.
So I said Joel Gauntlet was a better choice there. Okay, and you waited. The positioning is kind of weird. Like, it's not kind of weird because you should have like all of them on one side just to help to kill a unit. And even the Jarvan and Rakan could help. Not leveling here, which is fine, but in your situation, it's probably like just rolling at here. You should have probably rolled because you will bleed out so much at this stage.
Right.
And I predict that from now.
Oh no, I took a massive loss here.
Yeah, no wonder. Because of this, how much damage you get, you take at this stage, it was okay. Anyway, the Elderwood spat. So it is kind of weird because you made a Hodge which intimated that you will play Shyvana, but then you made the Elderwood, so you wasted a cloak that could have been a Hurricane. So really indecisive.
Right.
What I would do at the 3-2 in your situation is sell that Kench, level up of course, sell that Kench and roll just for a 3 cost chosen and for something. Because that Kench you don't have damage as we said. So yep. Sorry. Okay, and take the Nunu for the brawler. And here's the thing, you didn't get like any brawler to like stage 3-4. So it's mostly because you hesitated with leveling up. Because you should have been level 5 since like 2-5, right?
Right.
So that was like the main reason why the brawlers weren't available for you. Okay, still going for Maokai 3, which wasn't the best. Put them up. Nunu. And make the Gunblade. Not the worst. Okay. So from this position is like your only option is basically to sell that Kench at 7 now and to roll, because your board will still lose. So you have 50 gold and 44 HP, which should have like never happened. You don't like, unless you are playing Fortune, then your sins are forgiven. But with this, it's just okay. You won this round, so it's okay. Okay, Shyvana, but you don't have items for her, which is unfortunate. Do you sell this Maokai?
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, okay, you sold that Maokai. That's good. Good that you didn't like close your eyes for that Maokai 3. Okay. So you decided to go 6 brawlers at stage 4, which isn't bad, but that you don't have the Hurricane on Shyvana hurts you like really bad. Still. Okay, another win. Nice. So I hope you rolled that 7.
No, I did not. That was one of the things that I wanted to try and figure out. When should I ever roll at 7 versus rolling at 8?
You don't have upgrades. See, your board is all your carries are 1 stars, right?
Right.
You don't have like anything, and with brawlers, like if you have like 44 HP with brawlers at 3-7, you should get out of this as fast as possible, because this build without HP won't like carry your ass in the late game, right?
Right.
And you have like you have perfect items for Aurelion Soul. So if you got like 1 Aurelion, this should like help you a lot. Because 6 Elderwoods, even with like Aurelion 1, with 3 mages, could like carry you this entire stage. Maybe not entire stage, but most of it. You have the Sunfire here, so that's Sunfire for 100%, good. And you can make the Jolt Gauntlet. Yeah, you don't have like the Jolt Gauntlet holder. So from this position, like you can't just play 8 brawlers, because you have bad items in Shyvana, you have like nearly any. You don't have the Hurricane. This Spatula doesn't help too much. Yep. Like even rolling for like 6th brawler would be good, because you should have swapped that Jarvan long time ago and give the Elderwood Spatula to Shyvana, because that was your other option. And that's the thing, because with I talked with like my my friends from like high elo too, and they also like admitted that with brawlers and like things, it's better like to stay 7 and roll for like Nunu 3 and Shyvana 3, because that's bigger win condition than just getting level 8 with comp like brawlers, right?
Right.
It's similar like situation with like if you are playing, I don't know, mages. It's better to stay at level 7 sometime and roll for that Lulu 3, Annie 3, Veigar 3, things like that, than to put like some random unit or random synergy. Okay, that's the thing. So you just wanted set really badly, which wasn't that bad because you have the Spatula for him. So I would just make Jolt Gauntlet even with this Jarvan, just to hold his item, because you're tossing Jarvan after this round. Okay, wow. That Vladimir is looking funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and he played against. But with good set, you could win with him. Boo. Wow, you went to La Chance. The dragon. Okay, and you lost because you have no upgrades. And see, with like upgrades, you could like stand a chance, because Nunu would be at 2 stars, so that would be more HP for him, and he could like one shot. Okay, you went for Ornn. So you just went for item, which wasn't that worth, because Ornn is good, but you don't have HP to greet on Ornn. You need to make, because we both know that Ornn isn't like a good unit, It's like Sejuani Aatrox is much better. He's just for like greedy to make items, which is good in Brawler combo because there are a lot of useful items, like a grab, Enigma, Frozen Winter, things like that.
Right.
But you just don't have HP to greed for it. So that was an Ornn. It was better to focus more on like better units for your comp. Wow, and you actually got the set. Okay. Yeah, and here's the thing with the Brawlers. Once you get set, get everything down. Like, everything. Besides set. Because the set is so important to get. Yeah, and you're like rolling at creeps, which you don't have like the gold to make it. Like, you actually value the 20 gold that you had there.
It was somebody said not to roll at creeps, but I didn't know why. I thought it was fine to roll at creeps.
Not at creeps. In the round, you rolled at the round, which like didn't give you any upgrade on the board, right? So you won't upgrade your board, and you're just losing economy, right? So
I see what you're saying.
Of course, if you have like a big pivot, you have a big change, you just sell your chosen, you sell like half of your board. It's fine to roll at like creeps because you know that you won't make it in time. So in this situation, okay, skip the Vi and Shyvana, nice. And still you're rolling instead of making 10, you're locking instead of. Yeah, you should have like sold Kench and Maokai and just buy it. Just try to chill. You lose. That wasn't luck for sure. You value your gold, so. And if you like put your whole board to like the bottom and stay with Set at the top, you would win that fight, because Set would have true damage, and true damage would actually be kill them all. And I don't know why you didn't make like the spell crit. You can make better items here from that.
Yeah, so. I don't know why. I think I spaced out at some point during this match too. That's an honest to God mistake.
Okay, so that's just a locket with spell crit. Locket isn't that bad, but you don't have like any choice. There are other options like a Shroud and Rabadon, which wouldn't be bad, but that would require to sell Ornn. That's not the best. Okay. I'm still holding everything in the first row. Like, you even counter with that positioning that I'm talking about, you even like counter assassins, because if you put like Nunu at the bottom, he might like accidentally eat Zed, which would win you this fight.
Right, I see what you're saying.
So it's good positioning against regular comps and against like assassins with Zed.
So I should have just put all the Brawlers on the very bottom and leave Set alone?
Yep.
The top, okay.
Okay, you got Enigma, which is, wow. This, Enigma, that was Nunu, for sure, Nunu. Yep, good choice. Because Set heals, there's also like the bug that if he heals from Enigma to full, he doesn't make push-ups, so. But it occurs rarely, so it was close. But the reason why like the Gunblade is good on Nunu is the Enigma is good on Nunu is because you're still keeping him at high HP, so he always like deals the true damage. So it was a good choice there. Yep, just like that. Okay, Sandiana. Orn 2. I think here we don't have like to roll for anything. Like that was the problem, because you spent so much gold on 8 to make level 8, and you basically have nothing to roll for here besides like Cho'Gath 2, because getting like set 2 is incredibly hard, because one, people are playing set in your lobby from what I can see, and point 2, is just rare to get double legendary that you want on level 8. So the Vlad's going insane, even won your fight. Oh, and you even like, did you make like top 4 from this game?
I got second.
Oh wow. Well, that's surprising for me, based on like.
Yeah, it was surprising. It was surprising for me too. I honestly, I realized I played this very poorly.
Yeah, like any other like lobby should have punished you much more.
I almost always play Kale Comp, but I saw Brawler and I was like, I really enjoy playing Brawler, and I almost never roll it.
Oh, it's fine. But yeah, you just Dragon Clone Nunu, that was Nunu. Oh, okay, good job there. Really good job. I still don't know why we are holding Maokai's and Kench on level 8 when you have like 15% to roll them out.
Right.
So there's like no chance nearly. And this fight you would also win. Maybe you won, so maybe I should.
I don't think I did, but I can't remember.
Okay, but this fight is like 100% win if you like put the set solo front lane too, because he would come with his true damage much earlier. Yeah, you lost that. And he would help your team more. Okay, that's fine. Tax collector. That's sad. Nice. More crit, more AD, making gold, executing. Good one. And from their like shop, what you need to roll, I would just roll, make like 30 or 40 gold, just roll after the creeps and try to hit maybe set 2 from some miracle, or like Shivan or Nunu 3. They're the like only options to upgrade basically. Of course we can't go 9, so no point saving for level. Okay, Nunu eat him. He'll fight. Okay, Frozen Heart, pretty useless. I would probably put it on Cho'Gath just to give him more tankiness and more mana. Yeah. And you could make like 20 gold here, by the way, but just...
Yeah, I see. I saw what you're saying.
Like you don't...
No, I definitely didn't, but...
Yeah, like you don't have many actions at turn, so you don't worry about time. So you don't have to roll so aggressively. You can chill. So... there's the Maokai. Skip the Maokai. Okay. And maybe with like more gold, you would roll the Nunu 3, and maybe that was like your win condition even for this lobby, because Nunu 3 with Elderwood and Enigma and Dragonclaw could easily be your win condition. Okay, how did you win against this Lee Sin? You made second, so you had to win.
Yeah, I did. I did beat him. So... it's the Collector. The Collector auto-executed him on his ult. That's what it was.
So just no. Okay. Good for you. And the last item was... I would put it probably on Shyvana, just to make more HP. But this way is fine too. Like, it doesn't really matter. It just matters about the positioning.
Right.
So that was like another argument why you should have like backed your whole team, because if you like put them all back, it's better to position with items like Random and stuff like this. Oh, Gallia 9. So I predict Seth got back and he tossed out Gallia. Yeah, that was what must happened.
I think this other person, I thought I got second, but I guess I got third.
No,
I can't remember. Oh no, I won this. Yeah, he absolutely smacked him.
Grabbing Gallia is just too perfect. Okay, so he won his fight. There's Cho'Gath. Shyvana. Skip on Shyvanas, but that's not a big deal since... And you're still holding like useless Kanch and Maokai. Another Ornn for no reason, which only grifts your economy, so... Yeah. Okay, that was nice that Seth focused on that, because that buys you a lot of time. He still focuses. Okay, so that's one. Nice. Best item here would be probably Bramble. It's Bramble Shyvana, given that he has like Sivir on the Vladimir with Spell Crit and Infinity, so that was the best item there. Okay, you skip that set. You tend to skip like a lot of units.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really tired when I was playing this. I think I got this game super late in the day or something. Okay. I can't remember. Might have been early in the day too. I don't even know.
Set 2 would help. That was the set 2, by the way. So it's okay. Here... No, you don't win this already, because...
No, this is where I lose.
Yep. A lot of gold made. Okay, got second from a game like this. It's not bad, but yeah, as I said, should have like saved more HP earlier on.
Right.
Make better economy, for sure. Not holding up to the Kanch and Maokai, which you didn't make 3-star anytime soon. So, and rolling X7 to hold up to stage 4, to not lose at that important moment.
Right.
Yeah, most of that, because